pictures of how I used to look 2 years ago and versus how I look now. If you want to be attractive, you need to master the big three. Hi guys, it's Paulina and welcome back to the My Best Self podcast, where we become the best version of ourselves. Girl, do I have an episode for you. If you want to become more beautiful, if you want to know secrets that are really gonna make your beauty pop, make you stand out, if you want to feel better about yourself, if you want a guide basically on glowing up, you're at the right place. Before we get into the video, guys, I just want to say, if you're here on YouTube, don't forget to like the video, please, and subscribe. It helps the algorithm so much. So if you're listening to this on a streaming platform, you're not going to be able to see this, but if you're on YouTube, I'm going to show some pictures of how I used to look 2 years ago and versus how I look now. And you can see how I look now, right now. Even though, keep in mind, I am on my period. Our faces do change throughout our menstrual cycles. If you didn't know, now you know. But I would say I still look pretty good and I feel really good. And that's literally the most important part, feeling beautiful. So we're gonna get into glowing up physically in this episode. In other podcast episodes, I talk a lot about mentality and ways to glow up and improve your life through habits and different things. But today we're gonna talk about the physical aspect. Honestly, I think it's just as important to focus on pouring into ourselves and becoming the best version of ourselves physically as mentally, because at the end of the day, this is our vessel and I think we should take care of it, take pride in it, and do what is gonna make us feel and look our best. And a quick disclaimer, I do have a rhinoplasty. I just want to mention this because I feel like people are gonna try to bring it up and be weird about it. I've always been very open about it. I made a YouTube video actually when I got it done. I got it done at 16 years old. So about 5 years ago. And the pictures that I showed right now, literally a minute ago, were 2 years ago. So I already had that done at that point. So we are talking about that glow up, right? Like, I'm not showing you a picture of me before my rhinoplasty and then saying, this is all the things I did to glow up, and then not mentioning my surgery. That's what we're not gonna do, but I just thought that I would throw the disclaimer in. And let me just say, in the past 2 years, I have noticed a huge difference physically in myself. Before we get into the actionable tips, one last disclaimer. I never want this video, and I don't want this video to ever discourage you. I never want you to feel discouraged. What I mean by this is, be kind to yourself, even if you're not at your dream body, even if your skin is not clear, even if you have these imperfections that you're trying to fix. It's important to love yourself every step of the way. And you can love yourself while still working to progress and become better. I think that's a misconception people have, is that in order to love yourself, you have to accept the way that you are and not ever want to change it. I don't think that's true. For example, I loved myself when I was at my heaviest weight, which was like 25 pounds more than what I weigh now. I did love myself, but I still wanted to keep going and to be better. And there's nothing wrong with that. So be accepting and kind to yourself no matter where you are in your journey. Damn, I'm sweating, you guys. I'm sweating. Hold on. Oh, my light bulb turned off. But okay, now let's get into the beauty secrets and the real, like, this is the foundation. This is literally the foundation of beauty, and we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about the big three. If you want to be attractive, you need to master the big three: hair, skin, and nails. So beauty literally comes from the inside out. When you are healthy, it reflects outwards. Your hair is shiny and beautiful. Your skin is smooth, it's bright, it looks lively, not dull. Your nails look healthy too. So it all comes from within. So let's talk about hair and tips that I have for you. It's important to choose a hairstyle that matches well with your face shape. So for me, I have a longer face. So if I have flat hair, that is gonna make my face look longer. What suits me well is layers. I'll have something right here with the face shapes and how you can determine your face shape. Sorry if you're listening on Spotify or Apple. We're on Apple Podcasts now, you guys. If you wanna see all the visuals, they're gonna be on YouTube. But yeah, I'll have the picture right here so that you can analyze, see what your face shape is. And then literally Google. Guys, we live in a time where we have Google, we have TikTok. We have all of these literally endless resources, so let's use them. You think girls used to be baddies back in the day the way they are now? No, because they didn't understand these principles. They didn't have all these resources. Depending on your face shape, It will tell you, what type of hairstyles suit you better. Or if you look better with maybe a little bit shorter hair, medium length hair, longer hair. And if you want to look your very best, I think long hair usually is gonna be the best. It's just been proven to be associated with beauty. Another thing I'm gonna say is you probably will look better with your natural hair color 90% of the time. So either keep your natural hair color, or if you're gonna go for a different hair color, make sure that it's something that suits your skin and your undertone. For example, the blonde that I have in my hair right now, I think it suits me really well. If you want your hair to be as healthy as possible, try to avoid heat. Just do whatever you can to avoid damaging your hair. At the end of the day, your hair is gonna look the best when it's healthy. I personally wash my hair 1 to 2 times a week. That's what works for me and my curly hair. I don't know how many times straight hair girlies wash their hair. I don't know if it makes a difference for them. For curly hair, I've noticed that 1 or 2 a week is more than enough. Anything more, I think, dries my hair out. This helps me and this helps me grow my hair. I don't take any supplements actually for hair growth, even though I will say, if you're looking for a supplement, collagen should be the supplement. I should probably start taking that soon. I haven't yet. I haven't started taking it, but I know that it's a great supplement to take, especially if you're over 25. Definitely, that should be a staple. That also goes into your nail health and your skin and everything looking healthy. Oh, you guys, I almost forgot to mention hair removal. Honestly, this is a personal choice, but I feel the best. I literally feel super powerful after I get laser hair removal. I just feel good, like, wow, like I have no hair right now. I feel so fresh. Like, overall, what I do for my hair, I get my eyebrows threaded. One thing I will say, eyebrows are so important. Having your eyebrow shape match your face. Find you a good eyebrow girl that can tell you what's gonna look best on your face. There's even a TikTok filter. Like, there is no excuses. And keeping your eyebrows well groomed, whether it's waxing, whether it's plucking or threading. If you want to go the extra mile, you can get like brow lamination or do different treatments. I've done brow laminations before. I like the way that they look, but now I'm just at a point where I just like my eyebrows nice and just sleek and clean, and that's how I like mine. But there's obviously a bunch of different treatments you can look into. Armpits, I wax. My upper lip, I use one of those little purple vibrating thingies. I don't know the name of it. And then my stomach, I also wax that. My legs and my Brazilian, I get laser hair removal on. And I just feel my best and feel more confident without hair on my body. That's a little tip that I have that makes me feel really good. So we're gonna go into skin. Let me just say, acne is normal and acne is a journey. What I recommend, and this is an investment, I know not everybody can do it, but if you're gonna invest in something, I recommend investing in this. Going to a good esthetician or a dermatologist. I will say my skin routine that has worked really well for me in the past. At night, a gentle cleanser and then some retinol, and then afterwards moisturizer. And then in the morning, gentle cleanser, benzoyl peroxide, moisturizer, and then sunscreen. Do not forget your sunscreen. If there's one thing you're gonna do, don't forget your sunscreen. If you want to prevent aging, if you want your skin to be healthy, wear your sunscreen. Trust me. And I swear I live by sunscreen. I've been wearing sunscreen on my face every single day ever since I was like 15 or 16 years old, and on my neck too. And I should probably move it down to my chest too. That routine that I just told you guys, I feel like is a very simple routine and it worked wonders for me. I think for skin, I would say make sure you always stay moisturized when you get out of the shower. This is so strange to me. I thought everybody growing up has been taught like once you get out of the shower, you lotion your body. Apparently not everybody does that. But I think it's important, like moisturize your body. You washed your body, you stripped your skin. So putting that moisture back in is important. Always remember, keep your hands moisturized. I struggle with dry hands, so I always keep hand lotion everywhere. And same thing for my feet. Time I'm at home, I try to put some lotion on the bottom of my feet and then put socks on, and then that keeps them nice and moisturized, especially because those are areas that are prone to dryness. And if you really want to glow, I don't take it right now, but when I was taking sea moss gel, girl, the way that my skin was glowing, I looked so healthy. The other day, I looked at my friend and she was glowing. Like, she had a different type of glow to her. And I was like, girl, like, you're glowing. Like, what's your secret? And she told me, oh, like, I've been taking sea moss. My friend Marlene, by the way, if you guys know her, you know, and you probably see her stories that she takes sea moss. And I was like, oh my gosh. No wonder, because I remember when I would take sea moss consistently, my skin was glowing like nothing else. I looked so freaking good. Look into sea moss. Be careful though. Make sure you get a good like organic one. If you really want to glow, you want your skin to look really good. it's because it all honestly comes from within. Okay, last from the big three is nails. Making sure that your nails are just clean. Honestly, I know not everybody can go and get a manicure. If you can, go and get your nails done. I love keeping my nails short and just my natural nails French tip. That looks so pretty, so classy, and I just love it personally. If you can't, go and get your nails done. Even just keeping them well groomed at home, keeping your nails short and clean, maybe putting on some nail polish. And nowadays it's also very popular to do press on nails. You can do that for a lot cheaper than going to the nail salon. And don't forget the toenails too. If your toenails are gonna be out, put some nail polish on, please. And that's gonna get us into our next beauty secret and glow up tip, which is just as important as the big three. It is becoming fit and basically maintaining a healthy body fat percentage. I think body positivity is great. I think we should all feel comfortable with ourselves. But at the end of the day, if you want to look the best that you're gonna look, you have to be at a healthy body fat percentage. That's just the way it is. When you have a lot of extra fat, that fat is gonna be stored. A lot of the times it gets stored in our face. I've noticed such a change. Even recently, I lost like 8 pounds. Girl, like the difference in my face is crazy. I feel like my eyes pop out so much more. My jawline is so much more prominent, even to the point where one of my friends literally told me like, did you lose weight? Like, what happened? Because your face looks so different. And I told her I did. I lost like 5 to 8 pounds. And I just honestly think if you want to feel and look your best, you're gonna have to become healthy and be at a healthy body weight. I think here in the US, our diet is a little bit crazy. Like the average person's diet is crazy. And I remember being shown these videos at school and in like health class, and they would show the amount of sugar that is in like a coffee that you go get or like a chocolate bar or whatever, and the amount of sugar in these things is insane. Don't even do it for the looks portion, do it for your health. Like that is so bad for your health. Getting on a fitness journey, even if your fitness journey involves literally just going on hot girl walks, go on walks, slowly start to add exercise into your routine, start to eat a little healthier, eat whole foods, try to cut out processed foods, try to cut out chips, then try to cut out candy, all these things. And I will say, you know, when you cut these things out, it's okay to still eat them, just that be mindful and do things in moderation. That's what I like to do. I still have sweets, and that's actually something that I personally struggle with, that I have a sweet tooth. So, you know, I try to be a little mindful. Okay, I'm gonna have this slice of cake right now because I'm not gonna restrict myself, but I'm also not gonna go and tomorrow go and get something sweet, and then the next day get another something sweet. Biggest thing that I will say will motivate you is you have to stop constantly searching for results. What I've found motivates me more now is I know the results are gonna come. I know they are, and I know they're coming regardless. But for me now, I had to stop looking at fitness as like an extra thing, and I had to start looking at fitness as literally a way of life. See it as no matter what stage in my life that I'm in, I want to stay as healthy and fit as possible. And I know that there's gonna be ups and downs in this journey because at the end of the day, life does have ups and downs. For example, a few months back, I got sick and I wasn't able to work out for a whole month. And that was the longest that I've been without working out in years. I was also traveling, so I was eating not the best. And so I noticed quite a bit of changes in my body, and I lost some weight, and I was feeling very discouraged, looking at myself like, damn, like, girl, you worked so hard the past 2 years and look at yourself. Like, look at yourself. And then I was like, wait, that is so rude. Like, why am I being so mean to myself? And so I had to snap out of it like, girl, what do you mean look at yourself? And that's when I was like, wait, I can't do this. I have to be compassionate. I have to be compassionate. All the work that I've been putting in, even if my body has like some type of setback, that doesn't mean that all the work that I did was for nothing. And the coolest part about our body is we have muscle memory. So I got back in the gym. It's been 2 months now and my muscles are back. And so you have to remind yourself it's a journey, and there's gonna be ups and downs, and there's gonna be moments when life is gonna get crazy and maybe you're not gonna be able to stay fully on track with things. But remember the bigger picture. Like, remember to do this for your health. The health on the inside is reflected on the outside. But overall, try to do it for your health, and that's going to give you a lot of motivation. This is something I don't see talked about enough. The way that sugar changes your face. So a couple weeks ago, when I was down bad, if you guys remember last week, I did speak about me being down bad a little bit. But I was a little down bad a few weeks ago. And there's this thing I didn't know. Apparently, when you're like craving love and stuff, you crave sugar. And I kind of feel like it's true because looking at my past track records, I see the correlation. A few weeks back, I had like 4 days that I went just eating like really, really bad foods, eating a lot of sugar and also a lot of dairy. And I swear to you, a few days after that, I literally looked different. Like my face looked different. It looked puffy and swollen. I kid you not. Just try it and see what happens. Take a picture of yourself the way you look right now. Cut out sugar for 2 weeks. Cut out sugar. Honestly, if you can, dairy too. And when I say cut out sugar, I mean added sugar. And as much as you can, because it's sugar at the end of the day. It's in everything. Like, girl, I didn't even know there was sugar in our bread. So I'm already eating sugar when I eat my toast in the morning. Try your best, cut out all added sugar as much as you can. Try to just eat whole foods for a whole 2 weeks. Obviously, there's gonna be some sugars in there because there's sugar in almost everything. Don't drink sugary drinks or sweets or like none of that. Do it for 2 weeks. Take a picture of your face afterwards. After those 2 weeks, I swear you're gonna notice your whole face looks different. I can't make this up. And get your water intake too. That's super important. If you want to look good, drink your water. I know it's like so common to say, but it's honestly underrated. Like, don't forget to drink your water. If you want to look the best you're gonna look, just don't eat a lot of sugar. Something super important that we cannot brush over. Honestly, this could literally be the first point because it's that important. It's your teeth, your smile. This is one of the other things that I'm going to say, invest in your teeth. And I'm not saying go and get veneers. I'm saying if your teeth are noticeably crooked, when you are able to afford it, get your teeth straightened. Make that like the top of the list. Your smile is huge. It will take you such a long way. Why do you think people so often get veneers? Which honestly, I don't really love the look of veneers a lot of the time. I feel like most times like your real teeth look better. That's just me. Literally just having your teeth straight and whitened. That's all you need in terms of attractiveness. People will see you as so much more attractive. And for teeth whitening, what I personally do, I do oil pulling every single morning. I swish coconut oil in my mouth for about 20 minutes, spit it out in the trash can because it will clog your drains if you spit it into your sink. And then I brush my teeth afterwards. That helps keep my teeth very white. Also, in the past, what I've done that has helped my teeth a lot too, Crest 3D whitening strips. I think what I would do, I don't remember exactly, but I think what I would put the strips on, whatever amount of time needed. I think it was like 30 minutes. And I would do it 4 days in a row and then I would stop. I never did the whole box, the whole pack. I just did like 4 days. It was perfect. Let's get into fashion now. If you want to have a glow up, dress according to your body shape. It's so important. There is such a thing as a kibby body shapes. And there's a bunch of different types of body shapes. And they go so deep in analyzing your body from like your shoulders, your hips, all these things they analyze on your body to determine your body shape. If you're interested, I would look up videos on it on TikTok or YouTube. Honestly, I'm not sure what my body shape is in the kibby body type. There's a test online too if you guys are interested in that. But if you look into that, you can see what's flattering to your body shape. You can find celebrities that have similar body shape as you and see what looks best on them and take inspiration from that. Even knowing your shape, for example, I have an hourglass body shape. So I've literally done research on this and I kind of already knew this since growing up. I accentuate my waist. That is when my body and when I look the best. Different types of clothing are gonna look different on different body shapes. And sometimes we go based off of like Instagram models or people we see on TikTok or something that have a body shape that is nothing like ours. And then we wonder why we don't look good in that. It's because that's not what's meant for you. So it's always about finding what works for you because we're all individuals. I think the coolest part about style and fashion is you can try different things. And once you do and you find what feels good to you, what looks good on you, you can go from there. That gets us into makeup and face, the same kind of thing. I think with everything, it's the same kind of thing. It's all about what suits you. So you have to learn yourself. You have to learn your face, your facial features, even like low or high visual weight. So if you have a low visual weight face, you're probably gonna have more soft features. Your face is gonna look better with less makeup or more natural makeup. If you have a high visual weight face, your face can handle a lot more makeup. Your makeup is gonna look better when you really put it on. I have a low visual weight face. I notice I look a lot better when I do natural makeup. And even down to things like your eye shape. When you figure out your eye shape, you could see what type of lashes are gonna look good on your eyes, what type of eyeliner is gonna look better on you. And also, I know lash extensions are like insanely expensive. A bunch of brands are coming out now with at-home lash extensions. Those are really good too if you just wanna add a little something extra to your makeup. So it's all about analyzing yourself and figuring out your eye shape and your face shape and your different features, and how can you play into your beauty, and how can you use makeup to accentuate the good features. And it even comes down to the colors you use. Recently I went to Korea and I got a color analysis done, and they told me what colors look best on me. Actually, this is one of the colors that I should be avoiding, I think, but I still love black. I'm still gonna wear black, okay? But yeah, there's always those little things that you can do to improve yourself. That was one for me. Have the fitness down. I had the hair, the skin. I had all that down, and then that's when I started looking into the more small details, like, oh, let me go get my color analysis done. Oh, let me try out this hydrating hair treatment. Oh, let me do this, different things. So don't feel overwhelmed either. Start at the base, and once you have the baseline down, then you can add little things as you go if you want. The last tip I'm gonna give is very important. Honestly, throw everything else out the window if you don't do this. Hygiene. And you might be like, well, what does hygiene have to do with beauty? Well, honestly, everything. You could be the most attractive human being ever. You could be so attractive. But if you have bad hygiene, that just takes off all the points that you earned from looking good. It doesn't matter how good you look. If you have bad hygiene, it's just no. And I will speak personally as someone who has had a crush on a guy before and thought someone was really attractive. The moment that you have bad hygiene, all of that goes out the window. It doesn't matter. You're not attractive anymore. You smell bad. Your breath stinks. I can't. If you're able to do all these other things, girl, take a shower. Take showers. There's people out there that don't like to take showers, and to me, it's mind-boggling. And I'm not talking about hygiene for people that don't have the resources and, are not able. Those people probably are not even watching this video. I'm talking about people that obviously they have running water at their house. They have the availability to take a shower. Shower in the morning, or I don't know, some people like to shower at night. Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth 2 times minimum a day. Also, oral health is so important. Get you a tongue scraper on Amazon, girl. If you really can't get a tongue scraper, just brush with the back of your toothbrush. Get one of those toothbrushes that have the little back thing. Brush your tongue really, really well. Brush your tongue. Don't just brush your teeth. Brush your tongue too. Morning and night. Floss every night. You don't have good oral hygiene if you do not floss. Doesn't matter if you brush your teeth consistently. If you're not flossing, you're not doing it right. I am gonna judge you a little bit. You need to floss. Put on deodorant. That's another one. If you showered, you took that effort to shower, put that effort to put deodorant on. And last but not least, this is for the girls. If you girls need some tips smelling good down there, it's very simple. Obviously the health and what you eat and drinking water, that's one of the biggest things. Another thing, taking probiotics. Probiotics, they're gonna keep you smelling fresh down there all the time. Wait, which one do I take? I wanna say it. I'm gonna put a picture too, but I wanna say it for you guys that are listening. I take the Garden of Life doctor formulated probiotics, 50 billion guaranteed, once daily women probiotics. And when I shower, I like to wash myself separately down there with an unscented soap. So I wash down there separately, and I have a separate little washcloth for down there. And I know this is probably obvious for a lot of people, but there's some girls out there, maybe younger girls out there watching, or girls that just haven't been able to learn this information anywhere. So I'm going to tell you right now, when you wash down there, never go inside. Go inside of the lips, but don't go inside as in up in there. You know what I'm saying? Where the tampon goes in through, where your period blood comes out through, you should never be cleaning inside of there. That cleans itself. You can clean the other outside parts, but don't clean up there. You get what I'm saying? And use an unscented soap. I use Dove unscented soap, and it gives me no problems. But if you go and shove soap up there, then it probably will give you problems, and you're probably going to end up, getting infections and things like that. And those are my hygiene tips. Hygiene Guys, just have good hygiene. People are gonna enjoy being around you. It's very repelling to be around people when they're not keeping their hygiene up. So keep your hygiene up. But yeah, overall, I just wanna say, don't forget that we're all different. We literally all have like a different archetype, a different vibe. We're different human beings. We are made up of so many unique features, unique to us. Try your best not to compare yourself. Pour into yourself, water your garden, water your plants. And when you do, you're not even gonna have room, you're not gonna have time for comparison because you're working on you and doing the best that you can with what you were given. And don't forget, ultimately, confidence comes from within. So, being kind to yourself, pouring into yourself every step of the way is so important. Even though you want to improve and you will improve, don't forget you are still so beautiful. You are so worthy. You are so loved. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you're on Spotify, please make sure to rate the podcast if you enjoyed it. If you're on Apple, I'm not sure if Apple has ratings actually. I don't know. If they do, make sure to rate if you can. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to like the video. It helps so much. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys here next Monday at 10 a.m. PST. I love you so much and I hope you have a great week.